Inspired by Love is a podcast hosted by Rachellelove, dedicated to promoting inspiration, hope, and giving a healthy dose of God's love for every aspect of life. Rachelle is a seasoned inspirational enthusiast who uses witty commentary and biblical truths for real-life solutions, offers business strategies, health and wealth tips, and self-love care. Unlock the power tools to dig deeper, discover your untapped potential, and live your best extraordinary life. Here's your host, rachellelove.
Welcome to Inspired by Love. I'm rachellelove, the host, and I would like to introduce my co-host, Miss Stephanie Riley. Hello, Stephanie.
Hello. Hello. Thank you, Rachel, for having me today. I'm so excited to be here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Stephanie is a licensed estheticianist and a licensed makeup artist, and she is going to give us the art of beauty today. How about that? The art of beauty.
Yeah.
We got a blank canvas. So tell us about this $20 billion industry, beauty and makeup.
Well, the beauty industry is so huge. It's never
Yes.
going away. It's
Mhm.
never going away. I mean, everyone, even if you're not a full-on makeup wearer, you still need your skincare. You still have that lip balm that you love, and you still have that mascara that you can't live without. So
Yes.
it's never going anywhere. Never, ever. That's why I decided to stay in the beauty industry.
Mhm.
I've been in the beauty industry for over 11 years now. And there's been
Wow.
times where I'm like, oh, do I want to try something else? And I'm like, I just love it. Like this is where it's at. I love the beauty industry. It's amazing industry to be in, and I'm loving the whole journey that it has taken me on.
Well, you look gorgeous, doll. I just want to say that. How do you find inspiration? Obviously, you're passionate about the beauty industry and, skincare as a whole. I'm sure you've dealt with all kinds of different skins, talents, colors. Tell us how that all comes into play.
So the best place to find inspiration, I would say number one, which is the obvious, is Instagram. Okay,
Mm,
everyone is on social media. Everyone, I mean, there's so many beauty influencers out
yes.
there that are like rocking up the trends. But don't also forget like the oldie but goodie. The oldie but
Mm,
goodie way to find the best makeup trends and get inspiration is magazines. In the
ah,
magazines, you're gonna find hot off the press runway looks right
yes.
in the magazine. So don't forget about those because their magazines are still very good to find your beauty inspiration.
Wow. And I know you recently did an article for O Magazine. Is that correct? Share
Yes, yes,
share
I
the
do.
details on how that came about and how they picked your story up.
Yeah, so okay, so I was actually a friend reached out to me and she's like, "Hey, Oprah Mac, because everything is like online right now,
Right.
especially like with the pandemic." So this was
Mm-hmm.
in like May. We're
Mm-hmm.
like two months deep into the pandemic. And a wonderful friend of mine, a photographer friend, her name is Nicole Barton, love her. She was like, "Hey, like Oprah Magazine, like they're taking submissions um for articles and they want to know about makeup brushes." And I'm like, okay, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat there for like 2 hours and I put together this amazing like blog
Mm-hmm.
to submit to them. And I'm like, I'm
Okay.
not gonna, why am I doing this? Right. But I actually was the number one makeup artist that
Ooh.
actually, yeah, that they used. The whole article was about me. It was like Stephanie
Wow.
Riley this, Stephanie Riley that. Stephanie says this. Stephanie says you have to have these brushes. Stephanie says, or well, actually, it was Riley. They used my last name. It was actually pretty
Mm-hmm.
cool. Riley says the 5 essential brushes to have if you have nothing else is 1, a foundation brush, 2, a powder, 3, a blush brush, and 2 eyeshadow brushes. So that's all that you need.
So while we're talking about this and someone may have missed it, please drop your Instagram handle and Facebook handle so people can find you.
Yes, I definitely will. Let's see here. So I'm at Steph House of Beauty. So we're going to put that in there, and it's just STEPHAUS of beauty.
Awesome, awesome. And now, if people have a question or they want to be made up by you or have skincare, do you offer uh, teaching? You give tips, or how do people reach out and how do you get the information to them?
Yes, my clients always know I'm one phone call, email, text message away for quick little tips that they need for their daily makeup routine. But
Right.
now I am offering makeup courses, so they're going to be virtual makeup courses.
Wow.
I will actually help you a step by step. It's going to be in a group setting. It's going to be
Mm-hmm.
like a girlfriend's party, actually.
Okay.
So it's
I would
going to be
love to go
really
to
fun.
that. That's
Yes,
right up my
yes.
alley. Because I'm all girly, as you can tell.
Yes, definitely. I see you got your brows and your eyes, and that's what we're going to be focusing on, brows and eyes.
Yes.
This first class is really about how to get standout brows and eyes, and you already got that. We're just going to
Yes.
give you a few more tips, and you're
Okay.
a makeup artist and ready to go.
Okay, I love it. I love it. Well, women as a whole, we are looking for something that's going to help us maintain because we're all beautiful, right? We're all
Yeah.
beautiful. But makeup just enhances the natural beauty that's within. So, tell our listeners how they can enhance their everyday look.
Yes. So I would say a way to enhance your everyday look is don't think about everything that you need to do. Don't think about, oh, I gotta do the foundation, I gotta do the brows, gotta do the eyes, gotta do eyeliner after here, I gotta do the contour, I gotta do the lips.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think about that. What
Okay.
I tell my clients, what I want them to focus on the like your must-haves, like the things that you can't do without. I
Yes.
always ask my clients, what is a must-have for you? Like a
Yes.
must do. And they'll say, I gotta have my brows done. I gotta have something on my lips. I gotta have eyeliner. And I say, okay, well, hey, how can we break this down and
Mm-hmm.
simplify it? So simplify your look
Simplify the
and
look.
simplify your look. Honestly, if you don't do anything else, play up your brows, a little concealer underneath your eyes,
Mhm.
and a little foundation conceal spot, a tinted balm on the lips.
Yes.
I think this best way to play up the look.
Especially now, Stephanie, that we are living in a pandemic, global pandemic, and we have stay at home orders or we have to do social distancing where we're
Mhm.
actually wearing a mask. So, therefore, all my masks, they have makeup and lipstick. So I was like, why even bother with that? But for my
Right.
eyes, I like to have my eyes highlighted. I like to have highlighter and eyeliner. That's a must. If I don't wear lashes, I like to have my brows, at least looking good, trimmed and just looking polished. So to me, that's a polished look. I have so many masks that match my outfit. So I'm like, okay, I know I'm putting on blue today. So I'll put on the blue mask or I'll put on my Crenshaw mask or, I'll put on my bling mask. So I have different masks that I wear. And my main thing is to wash them out because I noticed I was having breakouts because you're wearing the mask, I'm working out, and it's like you're contaminating your face. And
Yeah.
so I wanted to kind of concentrate on that for people that are wearing like heavy makeup. How do
Yeah.
we really cleanse the face and our skin to make sure our face is still glowing?
Yes, definitely. So when it comes to wearing a mask, and like you see, I have my mask here.
Beautiful.
Love it,
Beautiful.
love it. But we can still look good in our mask. But
Yes.
you do want to make sure you're taking care of that skin. So what you want to do is you want to give yourself like mini facials at home.
Mhm.
So I know before we talked about like getting in the shower and letting
Right.
that steam hit the
Yes.
skin. Letting the steam hit the skin, take a warm hot towel, lay it on your skin and allow your pores to open up. And then what you can do, you can go in and just kind of scrape all the gunk right on off. But you want to also make sure that you're exfoliating at least once or twice a week. If you have
I
oily skin,
actually listened
twice.
to you give those instructions from our last show, and I followed them to the T. And let me tell you, this morning I woke up with such a glow, natural, no makeup or anything. So when my daughter came to apply my makeup today, it just came off flawless. So thank you for that tip, because these are the tips that we need to ensure that we have a polished look. And so for that, I'm grateful. For anyone that's young and say they want to enter into this beauty game, they want to become a makeup artist because everything is trending right now. You go to anybody's IG page and you see uh, really YouTube superstars. People have become famous
Yep.
from doing makeup tutorials. So, how does one enter into the industry?
So I would say honestly, the best way that I think is really great to enter is working in a beauty department, working
Mm,
at stores like Sephora,
mm-hmm.
or like a Nordstrom. I say that because you become so well diverse with the
Yes.
different people that you serve that gets in your chair.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to work on every skin, every face shape, eye shape, because you see
Yes.
so many people. At that point, when you're working behind a beauty counter, or
Mm-hmm.
like a Sephora or Ulta, you do not have the luxury of being like, I'm only going to serve this client. I'm only going
Yeah.
to serve that client. You know,
Yeah.
when you're already in it, yeah, you can pick and choose who you want to serve. But
Mm-hmm.
when they're coming to you got to figure it out. So it's like, what are you going to do? You know, you're thrown out there. You got to figure it out. I mean, what you gonna do? Pass them along? And so,
What?
so I
You
feel
know
like that's the
what?
best way to tap into the industry. Yeah.
That is a good thing because we're very diverse, especially here in California. And I know people are dealing with racism in different parts of the United States in a very deep, deep way. And, when you would approach a counter, I mean, even for us on, say, the West Side, Beverly Hills, unfortunately, you go to the counter and they wouldn't help you. So it's like you
Yeah.
have that kind of stigma. And so I'm happy to find someone like yourself who serves the melanated persons and helps beautify everyone. So you're not picking and choosing. Everyone deserves to look beautiful, no matter
Yeah.
what skin color you are, because we are the human race. And that's really God's love. It's like just let's put aside all of our differences. We are in this United States, we live in America, and this is the land of the free, home of the brave, and it is the place where dreams are made. So we have the right to go after our dreams and
Yeah.
make them reality, and this is what you've done. So I just want to say congratulations and kudos to you because you've done it
Yeah.
and you're making strides. You're making a mark that can't be erased. You're leaving a legacy for your children. You're passionate about skincare, and not only skincare, but the makeup and the artistry of makeup. It's not just putting on makeup, but there's an art to it that you've mastered.
Yeah.
So let me understand the business of makeup. How does
Yeah.
someone really just take it and monetize the makeup industry? Do you know?
Yes, I would say that the best way to monetize the makeup industry is to think of yourself as a business owner off bat. Like think of yourself like as a makeup artist, but you're a business owner. This
Your
is your
business
business.
owner.
How are you going to get in front of the client? How are you going to get in front of your audience? What's your target audience? Find them and deliver to them, because
Yes.
you can't really deliver to everyone, because if you're speaking to everyone, like you're not really focusing on that one target audience. That's the best way to do it. Making sure your marketing is on point, making sure you're
Mhm.
consistent on social media. When I noticed I started being more consistent on social media, they loved me. They were like, okay, we want to see more of you, right? So
Yes.
so
Yes.
I started showing more of myself, because it
Yes.
was it was out of the norm for me for a minute. So when you show up for your audience, they show up for you. So use
Yes.
social media as your platform, but also have a website. A website is very, very important, because social media, Instagram, that can go away at any minute, and
Mhm.
everything that you have there will go away too. We don't know, right? So don't rely on that. Have yourself a website, have yourself some business cards. If you want to get picked up by agent, reach out to agencies and ask to assist them.
And you know what?
Get
Those
on
are
sites that
excellent.
help you find production work. There's so many
Excellent.
things to do.
Excellent.
Yeah, there's so
Excellent
many
tips.
things that you could do. Yes,
Excellent
and
tips.
another one too is find a photographer to work with, a few of them. Find and build your portfolio. Do trade for print
Mhm.
to build that portfolio to get your work out there.
Yes.
I'm
Now
telling
that
you,
is,
yeah.
ooh, that's crucial because if your work is not photographed by a professional, you can't just always use your camera because you, as we know, cameras they fail and some of the shots don't look as professional as you would like them to. So that is the first impression when people see your work. It speaks volumes, and that's what you want to put out in the atmosphere so people can really come to you because you're offering something
Right.
that they can't get at the department store. They're not getting that one-on-one personalized time. So you have a twofold type of business where you can do. They can hire you to do makeup. You do on set, on call. What else? Personalized, and then you get into the skincare.
Right.
So yes,
Mhm.
let's talk about that. That's crucial.
Yeah, it's definitely I like to do a little bit of everything.
Uh,
I love bridal, esthetician work as well.
yes,
But I tend to lean more towards the makeup because it's just been keeping me busier.
yes, yes, yes.
But at any moment, because I am licensed, I can go back and start doing facials at any moment, or waxing, or lashes. Um, I also do lashes, but now I only offer lash extensions to my
Mhm.
bridal clients. And on set, oh, I love it. I love it so much. I do a lot of photo shoots. I would say,
Okay.
yeah, a lot of my work, I do a lot of photo shoots, print. Recently, I worked on a magazine called Crowned in Silver, and
Ooh.
it's basically, yes, it's a lot of silver hair beauties, and
Ooh.
yes, and it was just basically like them coming out and just showing their beautiful silver locks. And a lot of these women, they were from ages like 30 to like 60, and they were beautiful. The hair was gorgeous. And sometimes they may need a different type of makeup, or a different type of color, a palette to match their silver locks. So
Okay.
that's always great, to going back to being well versed. But I will say, ultimately, I enjoy doing a lot of print work, a lot of photo shoots. That's I can definitely say by now that's my specialty.
Uh, well, Stephanie, give us three tips that people can take away.
Yes. So three tips that people can take away is, number one, never sleep in your makeup. Never sleep in
Ah,
your makeup, because you want to prevent the breakouts, right? If you're a type of person that's like, you're tired, you just want to lay down sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
get a pack of makeup wipes and keep them by your bedside. Keep them by
Yes.
your bedside. Another thing that I would say, another helpful tip is you can face map with primers. People do not know that. Our combination skin girls out there, they typically they're drier on the cheeks, but they're like
Mm-hmm.
really oily down the center. And then
Uh-huh.
you take that primer, slather it on, makeup starts to separate, and you're like, well, why is it doing this right here,
Uh-huh.
right? So what you want to do, you want to face map. So use your oil
Oh,
control through the
okay.
center, and then you a little more comforting for your cheeks, or
Oh.
just skip. There's a lot of times I skip on my primer or moisturizer on my cheeks. I literally go through the center, and I might put it right there just to kind of
Mm-hmm.
control like our pores and everything. And then
Excellent.
another thing too, easy way to brighten your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we have darker eyelids. If you're not wearing any eyeshadow, take a little eye base or concealer and put it on the top of your eyelids, and
Mm-hmm.
it's going to make you look more awake. It's going to make your eyes a little brighter as well. So
Oh,
not just
I didn't
underneath
catch
the
that
eyes,
last
but on
part.
top of the eyelids too. So I
I
would say
didn't
that's
catch.
my most three quick helpful tips that I would give.
I didn't
Oh,
catch the
the
last part
the
of that.
eyelids. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say just to brighten up your lids. A lot of times we have darker eyelids,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes us just look so just sleepy
So
and
this is right
yeah.
in here. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly. So if you're not wearing any eyeshadow, or even if you are, go ahead and lighten them up. And that's another way to get your eyeshadows to show up a little bit better too. You
Okay.
have a darker eyelid.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see the colors of your eyes,
Yes.
of the eyeshadow. I would say put the lighter concealer on top, or a tinted eye base on top of the eyes.
Okay. Good tips. Good tips. Thank you, Stephanie. So you dropped in the chat. I just want to say where they can find you.
Yeah,
Stephanie is Steph House. Steph and House is spelled Haus of Beauty. Steph
I'm gonna
House of
drop
Beauty.
my I'm gonna drop my website as well.
Oh yeah, definitely put that in there as well. And when we post this recording, they'll be able to see it and follow you. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show and thank you for all the invaluable tips that you gave for helping ladies maintain their beauty and just their health. That's what we really want to promote: good health,
Yeah.
good vibes, happy vibes, because when we look good we do feel good, we exude that, right?
Yes.
And so I
Yes.
leave my listeners with this: always be inspired by love. Bye now.
Thank you for tuning in to Inspired by Love. Join us every Wednesday for the juice to be inspired. Like, follow, and share this podcast. Be sure to leave a positive rating.